Hey y'all, it's Megan, and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. Now, I wanted to start this video off by asking, how are you guys doing? I know that things are still kind of crazy, and there's really no sense of normalcy yet. I know some of the states have decided to do like a soft opening, and there are some places that are opening up with a lot of restrictions. But I am currently still working from home indefinitely. Things around my area have not really changed that much. We do have some stores doing a soft opening where they're only allowing in so many people or only by appointment, things like that. But things are still very strange. Nothing's really back to normal. And I don't think that we're going to see anything go back to normal anytime soon. I think that we're going to have to find the new normal. So how are you guys doing? How are you dealing with all this stuff? I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. I hope that your family is doing okay. Let me know how you're feeling down in the comments. Let's talk about it. As far as for today's speed build video, I wanted to take some inspiration and do a Let's Build Newcrest type challenge. And I was considering doing a fixer-upper / Magnolia home type inspiration for all the homes in the neighborhood. So you'll see from the exterior of this home that I went with a modern farmhouse look on the outside. And I think I am going to try to carry the exterior of these homes and these businesses throughout the rest of the Newcrest neighborhood. However, I felt like the black and white and the wood was getting a bit redundant when I carried it into the inside. So you'll see that I make some stylistic changes on the inside as well, so that the house just needed to feel more homey. And this one is on the smaller side, but unfortunately it's not a tiny house or even a small house. It's 140 or 160 blocks, I forget how many. But so it doesn't qualify for any of that good tiny house stuff. So apologies for that. However, it is a good starter home. I believe it's about $26K, somewhere in that area. And it is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. I envisioned a small family moving in here, maybe a mom, dad, and their young child move in, or maybe it's an elderly grandparent or parents with their grandchild move in. So it's for a small family. The house is small. The lot is really small. I wish that the lots were more square for this part of the neighborhood. However, they're very rectangular and long. So I tried my best to make the house exterior look a bit more interesting than just a long rectangle house. I'm hoping that my build skills are going to improve as I do this Newcrest build challenge. I'm very excited though. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun to try and put my stamp on an entire neighborhood. Especially considering I'm an okay builder. I'm still very much a beginner. I enjoy downloading other people's homes and playing in them more so than making my own homes. I really enjoyed building in Sims 2 and Sims 3, but Sims 4, I struggle quite a bit with the camera, and I even noticed that after I built this house that I forgot to set the camera to the original Sims 3 style camera. So you'll see me struggle a lot while I'm building this home with how the camera angles are. I tried to tilt and angle the camera, and it obviously wasn't letting me because I didn't have the correct camera settings done. But that's okay. After I finish this house, I realized what I had done, and the next build will be better, hopefully. So I'm hoping that we'll see a good improvement from one house to the next, one business to the next. So far, I have mapped out the neighborhood. I know where I want the residential homes to go, and I know where I want the businesses to go. As far as the families that are going to move in there, the types of homes, the types of businesses. I haven't really decided on that yet. However, the lot next to this one is also a home lot, so you will see another small home go into the lot next to this one. I really enjoyed building this one, and I took some points from some of the Sims players that I like to follow with, downsizing lights, downsizing upsizing some of the rugs, just trying to make things feel more homey and less manufactured. So, and I also wanted to try to keep the cost down on this home because it is meant to be a starter home. I wish it was less than $26,000. However, I felt like it still needed to have some semblance of a family inside of it. So I did go over my original $20,000 limit that I had given myself. Could I have cheaped out on some of the countertops and stuff like that? Probably, but I still wanted things to look nice and still have a bit of a farmhouse feel. So the inside is not as modern as the outside as far as Chip and Joanna Gaines' Fixer Upper show, because they do a very modern farmhouse when they fix up the houses for their clients. So the inside of this one is probably more, let's say country farmhouse with like a dash of modern. Because like I even take out this couch because I feel like it's too modern for the space. It's too modern for this family. And I actually struggle with the floor plan a little bit. I end up moving the stairs because I feel like it just doesn't flow very well. And so we've got downstairs, we have our main living areas, which is a living room, dining room, kitchen combo. And eventually I do put a study area down there as well because there wasn't any room upstairs for a desk and a computer. So I struggled a bit with this floor plan, and I think it's a lesson learned. I will for sure next time spend more time filling out the floor plan before I start decorating. Because it probably would have been nice to even have put like maybe a half bath downstairs because it felt almost too spacious down there. And when I like to play in houses, when I like to play in the house for my Sims, I like for things to feel a bit fuller. So you can see I'm struggling right now trying to figure out how is this living room going to work? We have all this space at the front of the house, but nothing really feels right. But I think at the end I kind of got what I wanted, and it looked great for me. I really enjoyed building this house. So I go through a lot of aesthetic changes because I was still trying to go for the modern farmhouse look at this point. I did keep the table and chairs. I really like those. You can pretty much find that same setup at Target for I think it's called Magnolia Hearth and Hand. I believe that's Joanna Gaines' line at Target. I could be wrong. I'd have to look it up. But I felt like that table set belonged in this house. However, the couch did not. The railings were too modern for such a farmhouse feel. Like I said, it's less modern farmhouse and just more so just farmhouse. And I also wanted to make the children's room gender neutral. So I've got the beautiful green leafy wallpaper in there right now. It immediately reminded me of Animal Crossing, and I have been playing the crap out of Animal Crossing. It has been a very welcome reprieve from everything that's been going on. And I'm sure some of you guys are also playing it too. Let me know if it's been the same way for you, that it's been a comfort during this time of uncertainty. I have not made it to 5 stars yet. I didn't start as soon as the game came out. I was probably 3 or 4 days late into starting it. So, my island is a bit behind anybody else's that started the day the game came out, but I'm okay with that. I'm working towards my 5-star island. I'm really happy with how everything's turning out right now. I'm so glad to see Isabel back. I know some people find her annoying, but I love her character. I think she's just amazing. I have also been able to upgrade my Nook store, so I was happy about that. And I also have the Able Sisters shop. And if you guys didn't know, if you talk to Sable every day, she eventually gives you patterns. So make sure you do that. Make sure you talk to her every day so that you can get your hands on those patterns to customize anything that has like a cloth to it. But also you can change the cover on your phone to like one of her patterns, and she's got tons of patterns, tons of different things, like something for everybody. So it's really cool. I really enjoyed it so far, and it really takes me back to when I played New Leaf, and I don't know, I just love Animal Crossing. I was really excited when they came out with a new game. And actually, I am filming this on Wednesday, and Sims 4 is announcing something here probably in the next half hours. I'm going to tune into that to see what their announcement is. I believe they said something about how green is your plumb bob. So maybe we're going to get some like zero waste, sustainability, eco stuff in this. Is it a stuff pack? I don't know. I don't know what kind of pack it is or what's about to happen. I know some people have been guessing farming. I personally wouldn't be too excited about farming. It's not the kind of gameplay that I enjoy. I personally like to play more so for the relationships, for building families and making friends. I really enjoy that aspect of The Sims, and I feel like Sims 4 is severely lacking in that department. When playing Sims 2 and Sims 3, mostly Sims 3, I feel like they took relationships, emotions, and personalities like so much farther than Sims 4, so much farther. And I feel like Sims 4 is just really missing that component. I wish that it wasn't missing it, because the graphics are fantastic compared to past games. Build mode needs so much work. I struggle so much in build mode. But even though there's things that the Sims 4 team can improve upon, I'm still very happy with playing The Sims, and obviously I'm still buying packs. In fact, this is my first build with 3 new packs. I got Laundry Day, Parenthood, and one other one that I can't recall in this moment. So that beautiful leaf wallpaper, I believe, came from Parenthood. I was very excited to see the Animal Crossing leaf on the wallpaper. I just thought that was so cool. And I even put in a command center board thing that's down in the kitchen. Oh, it was Seasons. Seasons was the other pack. So downstairs there is a Parenthood Command Center board, and you use that to interact with your children, and like you're able to do parent-like things, like teach them and assign them chores and things like that. I haven't had a chance to play with it. I'm just telling you this based off of the description that I got for the game pack. The game pack is actually really fun, though, and from all the things that I've looked at about it. Oh, this is me struggling with the floor plan, because I realized now that I have Laundry Day, I have to put in a washer and dryer somewhere. And I was like, where am I going to put this washer and dryer? So I decided to put it in the bathroom. And while it's a very unconventional idea, and I had to take out the bath shower combo in favor of a shower, I still think it works. Is it the best use of my space? Probably not, but this is something I can take with me for the next build. I have never been used to putting laundry rooms in any of my Sims homes. This is brand new to me, but I really liked all of the items that were in the Laundry Day pack, so I bought it. So that's something I'm going to have to keep in mind now, that my houses are going to need washer and dryers as well as a laundry basket. And since I also have seasons now, you have to have a temperature control unit for your homes, because it can get too hot and it can get too cold, and your Sims can overheat or they can freeze. So you will see me drop in one of those little temperature gauges. I forget what the hell it's called. You'll have to forgive me. Okay, so there's the command center thing that I was just talking about, the board. And I do end up moving that back to the kitchen and putting something else on that wall. I learned this downsizing blinds trick from Aveline, I believe. She is a wonderful Sims builder. She does so many beautiful builds. Absolutely love all of her content. So I used her little trick of downsizing the blinds to still let in some light, but still give our family their privacy. So I am going to still change those stairs. Right now, everything's still looking a little too modern downstairs. And I love this new rug. This rug is from Parenthood. And I was like, these are wonderful, but it's all too modern. It doesn't feel homey. And we're looking for something that's more comfy. Something that's, you open the door and you don't feel like you're walking into a museum. You need to feel like you're walking into somewhere you can relax. Not somewhere you're worried about breaking something. And I did decide to take out some of the decor that I placed down here to drop that price a little bit more, because I still wanted it to be a starter home. And all of these wonderful decor items, while they do fill up space and they do make the house feel more full, they add to that cost. So I did make the decision to take some of these items out. And when you see the pictures at the end, my little slideshow, you'll see that there is some decor items missing. But I feel like if you were to move your family into this home, after playing for a little bit and everybody having jobs, you can add some more decor items. But I did put in a fair amount. Would I have liked more? Absolutely. But we're working with what we have and working within kind of the parameters I set for myself. Like I said, still went over the $20,000 budget I had hoped to stay within. It's very hard to stay in a low budget like that if you're not doing a small home. Like I could have possibly redid the floor plan and made a kitchen where you eat at the bar, so then we wouldn't have a dining room table. I could have figured out another way to do the computer setup to save some money, but I still really liked the way I had the house and I didn't want to sacrifice anything. So we went a bit above budget, but that's all right. We're going to work on the next house to be closer to $20,000. And this one may be a small house. I'm going to try and get it in the tiny house parameters that are set up, and probably lean towards a small house versus a tiny home or a micro home, because I still want to give my Sims the things that they need without sacrificing too much. And as much as I love the tiny house pack, because honestly, it is probably one of my most favorite packs, the items in it are very expensive. So expensive. So if you want to save space by using a TV entertainment center that also plays music and also has books in it, you're spending a lot of money. And same thing for the Murphy bed. The Murphy bed is so expensive. So I want to probably stay away from micro and tiny homes for Newcrest. But we'll just see what happens. I could change my mind and find other ways to do things. If you like tiny houses, I do recommend that you check out Aveline's channel. She does a ton of beautiful tiny homes. Beautiful. If you enjoy gameplay that has, building that has a lot of aspects of gameplay, like beautiful backstories and families and things like that, I also highly recommend Devin Bumpkin. I was actually watching one of his videos today. He is an absolute treasure and a hoot. So if you enjoy laughing and wonderful backstories, I would definitely check him out. He is just wonderful. So we are kind of getting our way outside right now, and I'm borrowing some tricks from some other simmers and doing up some terrain paint. Now, normally I would not do terrain paint, but I do feel like it does bring builds just one step further, and it just takes it up a notch. So, and terrain paint is free. So if you just want to take your wonderful house up just a little bit, you can add in some terrain paint and make it feel more real. Okay, you guys, so that's it for this build. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!